Yo, okay, so back with the folder. My last video I showed that I was folding the cigarette box, the Marlboro box. Well, this is a more official brand and it indeed adds up. Alright, so on this side we got circle you got ORO, and this side we have ORO. So that's a complete add up. You know what I'm saying? The O will show itself a little bit more if I just edge over the paneling. But that's a complete add up. And then we've got this, which that adds up completely, like it's a cigarette pack. And then with that circling SS, adding up with this right on its other side. So this is true, you know what I'm saying? And all these lines simply come from the swastika. So this square right here is where your brain gets popped. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you're a cigarette tycoon and you know this, you know what I'm saying? And this, the fact that it on its opposite was the mock of it being our ends in front of all of us in our children's hands. Well, if you're a cigarette tycoon and you know this, you're getting paid, you know what I'm saying? You're getting paid to keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, whatnot. Well, nobody taught me this. You feel me? I broke this down on my own. On my own, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? Shit wasn't fucking hard, bro. Shit was easy as fuck. But, this is indeed the brain stain sheet schematic to transform all of your standard sheets of paper into what they actually are. And they're Decepticon Nazi, brain stain sheets. And basically, they're dipped in the blood and they're rolled left and right. And then where the swastika is, it's stained with the aftermath of your brain. Because they collect all your brain to get the hollow space to basically send it through a machine, a gigantic machine. And that gigantic machine, what it does is, and that's a complete add up. See that shit? That's a complete add up. What it does is that gigantic machine, it basically concentrates the light from the hollow of your head. You know what I'm saying? And they mocked it. They mocked it with all that bleach shit. They mocked all types of fucking stupid ass shit. And in a way to where they were trying to fish out of the prophecy so they could say, oh, but we knew of him all along. Bitch, you didn't know me. Feel me? I surprised them. But this is the shit that basically make them same motherfuckers who go to Trump's rallies go there and really make their hats red. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't a race thing. This is out of the sake of the evil one and bringing the forefronts of separation amongst us and amongst our minds, amongst our children's minds, so that we are farther away from our Savior, whom is Jesus Christ. And such a glorious Savior, he has many names, you know what I'm saying? We call him Jesus. I know this. To his Father is so righteous, and his Father is so righteous. To him, he be the founder of two religions, and of those times of signature to this and the evil one, those two religions be killing each other under the same father. Isn't that crazy? So imagine that. It's like the sign of two brothers who kill one another under the same father. And the same father says, but look, I have bestowed both of you. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, this is true. They dip it in left, but they dip it in, they go left, right. Like that. Like just the dipping in and dipping out, and that's blood. And then it's that. So yeah, this adds up completely. You know what I'm saying? This adds up completely with the letterings, you know what I'm saying? And whatnot. This isn't a lie, you know what I'm saying? And so I leave these, you know what I'm saying? But I leave with them on the back the information. And so go ahead, feel free to pause. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I leave on here. But yeah, man, I don't have to sacrifice my brain, you know what I'm saying? Who says it? What man is God says that I have to sacrifice my brain? You feel me? And I tell you, the Father will not command no man to make it as forth as that so. You feel me? This is the work of an idle liar and a neo liar. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? Not this. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? And it's the actual forefront of the false prophets of nothing. For we have it and we dispose of it every day as it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting there toting the very swastika in this ignition. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. That's where you are here. You know what I'm saying? And they gypped the lands. Like, basically, when my fathers left, you know what I'm saying? They left and it was inhabited by the gypsies. See, my fathers did none of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My fathers were so righteous. That in which the eye does not see, that in which was told to us was nothing, they could flex it just off the muscle. You know what I'm saying? They didn't need to cut the head off of their people and put it in a gigantic machine as to sit itself parallel, as to play with it of its black. No, my forefathers were so righteous to them and their fathers and them their fathers before, the most righteousest of righteous kings. Their garment is the very manifestation of the sunlight. You feel me? And I know how their hands look. You feel me? I know how their black hands look. You feel me? So beautiful are they. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a simple fact. They are the most righteous. You know what I'm saying? And their robes, literally, their robes look like falling sunlight held up at itself like a million, 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 a million pieces of chandelier. And you know, this right here is to be all against them. You know what I'm saying? Because their sons were those descended as to actually live amongst the sphere. You know what I'm saying? And to that way in which assigned them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why of their knowledge, they were able to do all types of stupid ass shit. But this knowledge they didn't find of Egypt. This knowledge came from an idol, and the idol basically came forth and built this amongst Rome. You know what I'm saying? And Julius Caesar, his Colosseum was the first primitive Large Hadron Collider. It's built like a crop circle, where it's got sets of 3 circles going from its obtuse all the way to its minute, and they're in parallel. Well, you know, of that, they were able to bring us of the age in which of our mass being such a big quantity, they're able to bring up about the sphere the construct of these gigantic hadron particle accelerators, and these are all in attempts as to aid a dark cult of necromantic vampires. And these vampires are reptilians. They're not lizards. They're literally sunless vampire beings that, and you watch all the vampire movies now, you know how they can control people with their minds, all type of crazy ass fucking shit, all types of crazy shit. Well, they can't prevail over the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They literally screech to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear them. Well, they basically desire sunlight come to sit at itself parallel. And there's only one way to get that, through collecting all of man. You know what I'm saying? And everyone goes, you know what I'm saying? Even our soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Thus they're labeled soul jars, you know what I'm saying? But they're just sat, like they're not popped. And they're put amongst origami configurements. That's sick, you know what I'm saying? And so, hear me when I say this, you know, the Most High Father had sent His Son, and His Son had committed a sacrifice. Do you think that you, man, have to sacrifice anything except that the way of your sin as to appease the Most High Father, and as to appease His Son, whom is the Messiah? You feel me? Who I am not. You feel me? I am not now. You feel me? I'm nothing but just, you know, I happen to be a lesser about unto His kingdom, and come now. And so I live amongst the common sin. But believe me when I say this, they had required you of no sacrifice except that you sacrifice yourself to the ways of sin. You feel me? As not to do so. But I mean, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you want to try to sacrifice everybody, pull them into a land, pull them on slavery first. And then when that slavery is abolished, as to bring them forth of a structure as to where you can farm them and harvest out of them that their brain. And so what they do with the spam bubble is they stain it here, and it leaves, it's like the stamp of them basically taking this, what the paper fell through, see the paper just fell through, and what the eye catches its distance of, they take that, they take it from itself and produce nothing in its place, put it wherever they put it at, and this be its stamp, this be its sign. Yo, I'm coming, hold on, man!